Hello, today I'm going to go over the ACR7000 and IPA. It's a family of multi-axis motion controllers. They're designed and built by Parker Electronic Motion and Controls. They have high-speed processors giving the best motor performance. They have the latest design high-power FETs for very compact size. There's 4 models for flexibility for your motion needs on your machine. The ACR74T is an ACR controller with 4 axes of stepper drives. It's powered off 24 volts. It's 4 amps per stepper motor. It can be run either in open loop or closed loop with an incremental encoder. The ACR74V is a 4-axis servo. The ACR78V is an 8-axis servo drive. Both include an ACR controller. It's powered off 24 volts. The motor power can be 24 or 48 volts in, has 5 amps continuous output per motor and 16 amps peak per motor. It's closed loop servo performance. The IPA is a single axis ACR controller and a 1-axis servo drive. It's powered off 120 or 240 volts AC, available in 2 different power levels. The 400 watt, which is 3 amps continuous output, or 1500 watts, which is 6.3 amps continuous. It's a closed loop servo and it has 2 analog inputs up on the top. The ACR74C is a 4-axis controller. The 78C is a 8-axis controller. It's a controller only, no amplifiers. It's powered on 24 volts with an enable input as well. Each axis has either a plus or minus 10 volt analog output with an encoder feedback or a 5 volt step and direction output for stepper axes or servos set up in stepper mode. They can be run either an open loop with steppers or closed loop with a servo, and there's an optional analog input. The nice thing about the ACR7000 and IPA, it's all programmed in one language, which is the Acrobasic programming language. Proven for simple to complex applications across multiple industries. There's only one software, Parker Motion Manager, can be used with any of these controllers. It's a new update with many improvements you'll love. Has Ethernet TCP IP communications on all these controllers. There's no serial cables, no adapters needed, no USB. There's less troubles to deal with. All of them have Ethernet IP included. There's no additional charge. It's already built in. It's there if and when you need it on your machine. All have a very compact size, saving you a lot of space in the cabinet or on the machine. The integrated servos and steppers save you money, saves you space, and they're more reliable. Let's take a look at that. The ACR7000 has a very modular design concept, saves you a lot of space, saves you cabling between the controller and the drives. There is no cabling, it's all in one box, so it saves you a lot of money there. It's based on the ACR9000, which has been around for 20 plus years, and the IPA architecture. The firmware between the 7000 and the IPA are almost identical. It's a very powerful controller. You can have up to 16 programs all running simultaneously. It's the same programming as the ACR9000 and the IPA, so if you're familiar with the 9000 and the IPA, it'll also work on the 7000. So any samples or any communications that you've developed, it's already done. It's the same for the ACR7000.